In this video, I'm going to clarify the differences between element-wise operation and matrix multiplication. So imagine we have a matrix of 1, 2, 3, 4, and we times with 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is element-wise operation in Numpy. For example, you might have A defined as this matrix and A multiplied by A. It would do something like that. It would just be each position do this operation. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9. Basically, you do square of each element here. So end up with this. So this is element-wise operation. However, in matrix multiplication, it's another story. And this is part of the linear algebra definition. And I just tell you what the definition is. And if you want to read more, just go check out any textbook on matrix multiplication. So the same number goes in here, but we do a matrix multiplication. So the definition is, first, this row will do a dot product with this, and then we will end up with this number here. And then this row, the same row, do dot product with this, we end up with this number. Okay, the same goes with the second row here. So 3, 4, dot product with 1, 3, we end up with this number, the third number. And then lastly, 3, 4, dot product with 2, 4, we end up with the number at the corner. We can actually calculate this. So 1, 2, and 1, 3. So 1 times 1 plus 2 times 3. So that's 7. Right, so 7 goes here. And then the second one is 1, 2, and 2, 4. 1 times 2 plus 2 times 4. That's 10. 10 goes here. And then 3, 4, and 1, 3. So 3 times 1 plus 4 times 3. So that's 3 plus 12, that's 15. And then the last one, so 15 goes here. The last one is 3 times 2 plus 4 times 4. So 6 and plus 16, that's 22. 22 goes here. So as you will see, it's totally different from the element-wise operation. And there's no direct relationship between element-wise and matrix multiplication. Alright, let me put the pen back and let's look at the code. Okay, so here I create an array. Let's do it 3 by 3. So array is just 1 to 9. It's a 3 by 3. So I first create 1 to 9 in a vector and then I will shape it. So if we do make element-wise operation, that's basically each element multiplied by itself. So essentially, this is the same as we just get a square of that matrix. But if you do matrix multiplication, it's different. So we need to call np.mapMul and then put in the two matrix here. So if we do matrix multiplication, we'll end up with a different answer. And you can verify, for example, the first one, y is 30. So the 30 is 149, sorry, it's 1, 2, 3, do a dot product with 1, 4, 7. So 1, 4, 9, do a product with 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 4, 7, right? So it'll be 1 plus 8 plus 21. So that gives you 30. So that's why this one is 30. Okay, so how to do matrix multiplication and what's the meaning of that is beyond this video. If you want to read more, go to any linear algebra textbook that will tell you why it is defined like that. Before we end this video, I just want to quickly show you, if you do matrix multiplication, if your input matrix, maybe this one is n by n, and this one is n by k. So these two needs to be the same. So in the example I just show here is 3 by 3, so 3 by 3. So this 3 must match up, right? Because we do the dot product of this thing and this thing. So the number of columns of the first operand needs to be the same as the number of rows of the second one. Otherwise you can't do dot product. And what's m and k, it really doesn't matter. So it can be 2 by 3 and then multiplied by 3 and 4. So in that case, you end up with a result of 2 and 4. Right, so in this formula, it will always end up as a result of m by k output. And one thing to notice is, so when you switch these two numbers, it's not guaranteed it will end up as the same result. In this case, both matrices are the same, so you end up with if you swap it, it will be the same. But if these two are not the same, then you will end up with a different result. So just be careful about that. So if we get to deep learning, there will be quite a lot of things about linear algebra. So if you want to know more about that, just find some videos and refresh your knowledge about it. So that's the end of this video.